Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe and fine at home. Today we will start with the new chapter, chapter 3, Mahavira and Buddha, great preachers. I hope you all might have heard these two names. So let us start with our chapter. Okay. 6th century BC was a period of religious revolution in various parts of the world. 6th century, that is from 600 BC to 501 BC. So we can say after later Vedic period. In various parts of the world, many preachers started reforming the old religions. During this age, many great religious teachers, philosophers, and thinkers used to live. Their ideas made many reforms in all aspects of life. Zoroaster in Persia and Confucius in China preached new doctrines. Doctrines means set of beliefs or the principles. So, these two religious preachers started reforming new things, new principles, and new beliefs in the society. India also saw many changes. Near about 62 religious groups developed in the Gangetic plains, out of which Jainism and Buddhism had a deep impact on Indian society, as at that time there was unrest in the society. People were not very comfortable with the Aryan religions. So, these were the basic causes for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. So, let us discuss all the causes for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. First is the religion of Aryan was very difficult to understand by the common people. With this, the supremacy of priestly class increased. Second, animal sacrifice were not liked by the people. So they started raising reactions for animal sacrifices. Third, rituals in some of the ceremonies had become very costly. Magic, charms, spells had begun to dominate the religious practices, means the religious practices had increased their influence. Common people were not able to understand Sanskrit language, and he was also not allowed to read the Shastras. Last was slowly in later Vedic period, the caste system became very rigid, dividing society in high caste and low caste. Low caste people, that is the Shudras, were ill-treated by the Hindus. The Aryan society was showing signs of decay due to overburden of caste system and various rituals. So, social and religious societies of Aryans started becoming weak. In this atmosphere, many preachers raised. Among them, Vardhaman Mahavira and Gautam Buddha were the two most important reformers of the 6th century BC. They believed in right conduct, among other things, the practice of ahimsa, that is non-violence, or non-injury to living beings, which was one of the main ways to attain salvation. Salvation is, we call it as moksha also, or we can say the freedom from the cycle of life and death. Now let us study about the Jainism. Vardhaman Mahavira was the founder of Jainism. There were 23 other religious leaders before Mahavira, according to the Jain religious texts. There are many books written by Jains. Agam Sutra is the sacred book of Jain religion. Mahavira was the 24th and last Tirthankar. So we can say the preachers of Jain who have attained the path of salvation were known as Tirthankars. Then is the life of Vardhaman Mahavira. He was born at Kundalgram near Vishali in Bihar in about 540 BC. His father, Siddhartha, was the chief of Jatrika clan of Kshatriyas. His mother was Trishla, belonged to a powerful tribe, Lichvi. So we can say that Vardhaman was from a rich Kshatriya family. But at the age of 30, he left his palace in search of truth. He wanted to know the reality of life. For 12 long years, he did hard penance and meditation. Meditation is when a person engages himself in religious contemplation or focusing the mind on a particular object or a thought. Penance is a voluntary self-punishment, atone for a sin, or we can also call it as tapasya. So, for 12 years continuously, he did meditation and penance. At age of 42, he gained true knowledge and came to be known as Kevalajana or the Mahavira, means true knowledge. For Kevalajana, that is the highest knowledge, and for Mahavira, the great hero. He was also known as Jina, which means the conqueror of the self. That is why his followers are named or called as Jains. He died in power in South Bihar at the age of 72. Or we can say that he attained Nirvana at the age of 72. As he spent 30 years in spreading his true knowledge among the people, so his fame had spread far and wide. So, what were the main teachings of Mahavira? Let us discuss. They could be divided into two parts: the 3 jewels and 5 vows. The 3 jewels are the 3 precious thoughts that a person should adopt in his life to attain the salvation or moksha. Those are right faith, that is, believe on right things, or in Hindi, Samyak Darshan. Then is right knowledge, that is to gain the right knowledge, Samyak Gyan. And third is the right conduct, or the things that we do should be right, and in Hindi it is called Samyak Charitra. Then comes the 5 vows. Vows means the promises. Mahavir taught that his followers must take 5 promises, and that are: first is non-violence, or not to injure life. It means they would not harm any living thing, or we call it as ahimsa in Hindi. Then is truth, or not to tell lie, and in Hindi satya. And third is not to steal, we can say astya. And fourth is not to own property, or we can say aparigraha. And the fifth and the last and the main is not to lead impure life, or to live the life of brahmacharya or celibacy. With this, we will finish our video here only. Next topics we will cover in further week. Till that, thank you.